student at the University of Bristol. I've recently just graduated, so I thought it would be fun for me to make this video and just kind of share some tips and tricks about how to cope with uni work, and also perhaps give you guys some insight into Bristol. Since I'm a law student, I think my advice might be more about the law school, but I'll try to keep it as general as possible so it applies to every single course. These tips are very simple tips, but I do hope that they help you in one way or another. So the first tip that I have for you guys is to always do your homework. I think for most courses, there will be two types of classes. There will be lectures and there will be tutorials or workshops. Lectures are the classes where you would go and everybody who takes that particular unit would listen to the lecture, and it just kind of give you like this entire outline of the topic that you're gonna learn. Whereas a tutorial or workshop, they will be conducted in smaller groups, in groups of like 6 to maybe 15 sometimes. And there you get a chance to interact with your tutors and just kind of explore more in depth into the topic. So why then I think doing homework is very, very important? That's because I think for every tutorial and workshop, you'll be given a reading list. And I think there are different types of reading lists as well. It might differ for different schools. So the things that are listed under the reading list would be books, articles, blogs, and if you're doing law cases, these materials are going to give you that overall view that you need. Reading books and articles may be difficult for some people who maybe lack patience or just can't really read a big chunk of information. Personally, I'm a very impatient person and I really hate reading articles that are like 30 pages long. I just can't. But the thing about it is that it really helps with your essays and it helps you understand a certain topic as well. So it really helps to at least understand what the article is trying to say. So my tip to you is to know what you're looking for before reading an article. For example, if you have this argument in mind that you want to make, read that particular article with that argument in mind and search for points, search for paragraphs or sentences that backs up your point. And then after that, you can always just try to summarize the article in maybe 3 to 5 very short sentences so that you kind of know what the article is kind of talking about. My second tip is to actually study with your friends. Do group studying. I really enjoy group studying because it really helps me, especially because there are so many things to memorize for law. So basically, before every exam, I would just kind of meet my friends and we'll just compile past years and try to do as many as possible. We'll share our answers, we'll share our main points if it's an essay, and we'll share arguments and just try to understand each other's perspectives, if that makes sense. So I think that really helps me see the bigger picture of the entire topic and also know what to write about and kind of have more confidence in my points. I think it is also a good way for you to just kind of like release your stress, because then you can just share what you don't know with your friends, and if your friends know, they can teach you right on the spot, and vice versa. And if you both don't know a certain answer to a question, then you can always meet a tutor together during the Q&A session, or just book in a tutor office hour together and just solve the problems that you guys have. I always have an amazing time discussing my work with my friends, because then they can tell me what I'm bad at or what I still don't know or what I still need to read more about, and I'll jot them down, because then I know that yeah, I'm actually just weak here. So it's actually great fun, and it kind of like builds a bond between you and your friends as well, so it's a good way to study. Just a second ago, I talked about meeting your tutors during the office hours, and that's actually my third tip, which is to book meetings with your tutors and your personal tutor as well during the office hours. You will get a personal tutor in your first year, and this personal tutor would be the same for your second and third year as well. or until your 4th and your 5th year, as long as you're in the school. The personal tutor will be the same. So basically, a personal tutor is for you to discuss your non-academic issues with. So if you have any problems at all, if you need help with your career, if you need someone to write your reference, your personal tutor would be your first stop. On the other hand, your unit tutors are your subject tutors. So basically, if you have an academic problem or issue, and these are the tutors you would go to. For example, if you just don't know how to read an article, you're not sure about how to write an essay, do book an office hour slot with your unit tutor and tell them that problem that you have. I'm very sure that your tutors are more than happy to meet you and discuss your problems further with you. But of course, make sure that you're using your tutor's time efficiently and that you do not waste your time. Put in work and effort before asking a question. Personally, I really like meeting my tutors, and if I have a problem, I would book in an office hour with them and just ask them until I get what I don't know. Last but not least, my 4th point, which I think is also the most important, which is to always take care of your mental health. Your mental health should be a priority for you. Your emotional well-being is very important, and if you feel like you need to talk to someone, you can always talk to a friend, talk to your family, you can always talk to your personal tutor, even your unit tutors. You can also talk to the well-being services or just meet anyone that you think can actually help you to talk about it. And I think behind your U card, there is actually a number, which is the Bristol Nightline number, that you can call in the middle of the night if you need to talk to someone. Alright, I just went to get my U card. I can't really show you the other side of it, but the number is here. It's here. And I also missed out a point. If you have a peer mentor, you can also reach out to your peer mentor if you feel like talking to a senior or just someone that kind of understands the situation as well. So that kind of concludes my video, and I hope that this video is useful for all of you incoming first year students who are going to start at Bristol this September. I wish you all the best. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so fun. If you have any more questions, don't be afraid to reach out to the SEA or the MSSA or just anyone from Bristol. Everybody will be very happy to help. So yeah.